moves out there with Trae Young. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by MP. And now to hand over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, there's still a lot of season ahead, but we've got a couple of opposing rookies in this one. When I asked about tonight's matchup against a fellow rookie, MP told me he's made it a goal to prove that he's the best player in this class. He's got a lot of confidence, Kevin.
A ton of confidence, David, and that's something you got to have in this NBA.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the night. Ren, you talk about a guy taking a leap. Jalen Johnson took huge steps forward in his 3rd NBA season.
Kevin, how many times have we seen it where a really talented young player is playing on a team that has star power, and so naturally they're able to settle into the role they're going to play? That is what has happened with Jalen Johnson. I expect him to take another leap forward this season.
It's Young on the wing, shoots the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu. And so just over a minute and a half played. To the middle. Here's MP. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. MP's got 6.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Young outside. Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Young from outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand.
Pass to Rizichet. Okongwu with a screen on Ivy. Here's Rizichet. It's deflected.
Always good to see that kind of activity from Duren on defense.
And MP throws it down hard.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here is Young. He had 25 points last game. Johnson sets the screen for Young. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's MP. Drives to the hoop. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Rizichet. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. With the break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Off the inbound. Young, no good. Detroit leading by 4. Thompson outside. Cunningham outside. Ivy with it. Still without a basket. Back to MP. Thompson outside. They get it again. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to MP. The Pistons working the ball around now. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
An effective two-way player. I like to see Daniels grab the steal and go all the way.
MP against Young. And they double up MP. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. From deep. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence, and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
MP finds Cunningham. And here's Ivy. Now, here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. And it's in there.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. Shooting 78%.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff.
Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Thompson after the basket by Atlanta. Pass to Ivy. Offline with his 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
On the wing, Johnson. 13 feet away. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Out to Thompson. Here's Ivy. Ivy gets a screen from Stevens. It's tipped. Reza Shea with the steal. Here is Daniels. Ivy defending. Cunningham against Young. Johnson outside. Reza Shea in the corner. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The shot by Johnson, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the paint. Here's Durham. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now Young. 6 points for him. Johnson outside. Back to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Cunningham. Offensive rebound. Pass to Reza Shea. Off target with his 3. Pistons leading by 5. The drive by...
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Now, MP. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. And MP throws it down hard.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a different look here for the Pistons. Harris has checked in for Jalen Duren. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Asar Thompson. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. Now here's LeVert. Beasley with the rebound. It's stolen by Johnson. Beasley against LeVert. Pass to Johnson. Reza Shea with it. Hawks passing it around. LeVert with a wide open look. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And how about the playmaking skills of LeVert? I like watching this guy break down the D in the pick and roll.
MP kicks to Harris. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first, and it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Hawks trail by 9. Here's LeVert. His last outing, he had 8 points. Here's the lob to the hoop. And it's Lisa Shea missing.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
MP inside. Johnson's there. Scooped up. Stephens. And Harris wide open. He shoots and drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Harris has got 5 now.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's LeVert. Johnson in the corner. Back to LeVert. This one for 3. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Beasley. Shoots over LeVert. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving a very few easy points. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. Look here for the Pistons. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. MP comes in for Tobias Harris. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Ivy subbed in for Malik Beasley. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. MP out there with Thompson. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Detroit right now.
And Trey doing a good job exploring, trying to find those soft spots in the defense.
And one of those guys, Brent, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Young. The Pistons shooting well, 50% for the 4. Cunningham passes to Duren. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Duren pulls it in.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
MP against Memphis. And MP throws it down hard.
He's got the space. MP will not hesitate to throw it down.
And so LeVert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Young. Now here's Okongwu for 3. Nance.
Great understanding by MP. Knew what position to be in.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Detroit. And then for Atlanta, Johnson comes in for Larry Nance. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Davis. Clock is at 3. From deep 3-point territory. Rebound, Detroit. Stephens got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Thompson finds MP. Now Duren. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And it's a 7-point Detroit lead.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Young inside. Ivy defending from 12 feet out. Count that one. Daniels has got his second bucket of the night.
Now look at the focus from Daniels, taking that opportunity very seriously.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duran. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Number 10, Zachary Reza Shea.
And Atlanta has possession. They trail by 7. Here's Stevens. Right through contact. MP.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Daniels. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jalen Duran.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Atlanta, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. MP inside. Pass to Ivy. Beasley with a clean look. They get it back. Stephens can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 8. Now Young. Ivy defending. It's tipped.
Nice swat there from Ivy. Love seeing guards like him come up big on defense.
MP outside. Beasley outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Beasley's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And that one's good. Reza Shea.
Reza Shea has everything you need to be a great mid-range shooter. He stays on balance, can rise above defenders, and has that high release point. He's got the total package.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Hawks trail by 11. Reza Shea with it. Pass to Daniels. Over Beasley. Daniels, no good. Ivy against Young. Takes it inside. The shot by Ivy, no good. Now Reza Shea. Young for 3. Drops in the tray. Young's got 13 points.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Duran, and the first half is now in the books. Pistons lead by 8. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on in the season, but not too early to take a full assessment of the Eastern Conference standings.
You look at the Pistons, They didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whippings. High hopes does not win games. They gotta.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Detroit Pistons.
One of the best ways to control the game, take care of the boards. Don't give up second chance points.
And at the offensive end, when you can turn misses into makes, that's found money.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 8-point game. And Brent, credit the Pistons fans for sticking with them after a tough season last year.
Well, Kevin, it's been a couple of rough years in Detroit, and never easy to have your team go through something like that. You know, where you're getting national media attention for not winning games, it's never a good thing. But these fans are loyal. They're hungry. And the future is going to be bright in Detroit. I promise you that.
And so in the game for the Hawks, in the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward.
Hard to get young players to be energized by defense, but Asar Thompson is coming to the league with that kind of junkyard dog mentality.
Young for three. Rebound, Detroit. Stephens got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Count the basket. Turing's got 8 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Reza Shea, covered by MP. Here's Johnson. Good D by Thompson. Pistons leading by 8. Down low, it's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics. MP inside. Ivy, no one around him. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. To the inside. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Turing. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
How about MP showing some toughness there, accepting the contact on the way up.
And Brent, for all the talent the Atlanta Hawks have had in recent years, playoff success has not been there.
Well, close to the finals in 2021, but they haven't been past the first round since. I think the 21 run actually accelerated expectations for this team a little bit beyond where they were in their development. So they've come back to earth just a little bit. We'll see if next year they can build to get back to a position where they can have playoff success.
No luck that time either. And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that bad boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the bad boys.
Here is Daniels, covered by Cunningham. Here's Young. Reza Shea in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Ricochet thrives in that role.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And he can't hit the second. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Cunningham against Young. Cunningham gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 9.
And the confidence growing from this young guard. Cunningham dropping in the jumper.
Pass to Okongwu. Ricochet with it. Takes the 3. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's MP. Rebound by the Hawks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21. That was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Cunningham outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Cunningham's got his second bucket.
Young players with these kind of moves are showing you that they're getting more patient on the inside, and Cade showed that time.
Okongwu with a screen on Cunningham. Young for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stephen's got 13 rebounds in the game. Conceding. Shot from 12. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now it's an 11-point Detroit lead. Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. It's hauled in by MP. Stephen's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
First free throw is good.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Harris is checked in for Asar Thompson. He hits both from the stripe.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Back to Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 19 points.
Well, he's building off that strong first half he had. I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure him out in the second.
Now, here's MP. He's got 31. Pass to Ivy. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Bucket is good.
And this guy has some unreal range. Young can make it work from just about anywhere.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Throws it up for MP. Up high, down hard.
And this is why MP's guys are looking to set him up, because they trust in his ability to get up and finish off plays.
The Hawks trail by 10. Pass to Daniel. Here's Ricochet, covered by MP.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Oh, MP makes it look easy.
MP making his presence felt inside. I'd like him to get his points in tight.
Johnson outside. Hawks passing it around. Pass to Young. Here's the three. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Young's got 11 in the second half.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Now here is Harris, covered by Johnson. Johnson against Harris. 5 on the clock. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So for the Pistons, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jalen Duren, and it's Beasley in for Cade Cunningham. Capella with a screen on Beasley. And LeVert, here we go. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Krejci. Here's LeVert. 8 points for him. Shoots. Great look there, but off target.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Krejci. Scoreless thus far. Capella with a screen on Ivy. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Capella taking a crack and stays focused on the rim.
And the Pistons making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
The Pistons have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Here's Johnson, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Hawks have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. And Johnson drops them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Stevens, shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. Stevens got 42 in the game.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness in there.
Floats one. Here's Capella. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. 7 points for Clint Capella.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
Here's Stevens. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle. This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Pass to Stephens. Kicks it out to Beasley. From downtown. Hands it from downtown. Beasley's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
LeVert against Beasley. Here's Krejci. LeVert from outside. Rebound by the Pistons. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trail by 13. Inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. And here is MP. Hardaway for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. MP getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. His stat line has been terrific. As the quarter ends, he's already got a double-double. We've got more in store for you right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
It's time for the fourth quarter.
For Detroit, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Stewart. MP comes in for Hardaway. And Ivy subbed in for Malik Beasley. And so here's Atlanta, trailing by 17. Riza with it. Here's Daniels. Pass to Riza and stolen by MP. And now the Pistons fast break. The backcourt there will be Cunningham and Ivy. Harris is out there with MP. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. The Hawks trail by 19. Young taking his time here. Riza with it, covered by MP. 6 to shoot. There's the 3. And Trae Young hits from deep. Young's got 14 points here in the second half.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
On the wing, MP. Rebounded by the Hawks. Now Riza on the wing, Daniels. Pass to Riza trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice pass and strong finish. Johnson just powering that one down.
The drive by MP. And that one is good. MP's got 46 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Young's shot is off. Detroit leading by 16. Here's Stevens. And the shot goes down. MP's got 48.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Daniels. Young with no one around. 3-pointers off the mark.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Pass to Young from the arc. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Duren the pass to Stevens. Back to Duren. Cunningham outside. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Cunningham's got 8 points in the quarter.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Now, here is Young. Johnson with a screen on Cunningham. Young for 3. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 13 with that last one. MP inside. He's against Young. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks the three-pointer.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Rizeshe. And here's Young. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Duren. Tobias Harris comes in for Thompson. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jaden Ivey. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Buffkin. LeVert in the corner. Capella with a screen on Hardaway. They need this, and the dunk by Capella.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Over to the wing. Pass to Capella. Here's Buffkin. Buffkin. Headshot off. And the Pistons with possession. The drive by MP.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And here's LeVert. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Ulrich, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.